Namaste viewers and welcome to Bend It Like LD. Today's video is again a video on request from some of my viewers, yoga for acid reflux, yoga for IBS, irritable bowel symptoms, and what is medically known as gastroesophagus reflux disease. The backward flow of acids from your stomach back into your esophagus tube can sometimes cause a lot of unpleasant sensations around your heart, creating heartburn, chest pain, cramps, and in severe cases also a lot of palpitations and fever-like symptoms. So today's video will focus on yoga asanas that can give you a lot of relief from these symptoms and thereby reduce this completely as well. I'll speak a bit more about it as we move along, but we'll start up in Vajrasana first. So sitting back on your heels if you're comfortable. Otherwise, you can sit in Sukhasana in a simple cross-legged position, starting with a simple twist and moving on to a very powerful pose to strengthen the gut called as Mandukasana. Making a fist with your palms, press the fist firmly on either side of your belly button. Take a deep inhalation here through your nose, and as you exhale, draw the belly in and start to fold forward. Now this action of folding forward gives a little bit of compression to your abdominal space and helps in actually improving your bowel movements. Emptying your bowel movements as well is a great way to release all the matter from your abdominal space, thereby not allowing any acid formation in the first place. And from Mandukasana, we move on to a simple downward dog position, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And gently just stretch your heels up and down, taking your heels up and down to release those leg muscles, and slowly step forward. And we'll start with a Kati Chakrasana, or an abdominal twisting pose or a spinal twisting pose, by bringing your feet slightly wider than your hips. Stretch your arms out to the side, open up the chest, and as you exhale, twist on either side. So you can either wrap your arms around your abdomen, you can make a fist with your palms and place it in front of your chest. That's completely your choice, but try to create a lot of twisting movement from the abdominal space, keeping the hips square each time you inhale and you exhale. Acid reflux there's about 30% of the population suffering from these areas of acid reflux, irritable bowel syndrome, and other issues related to the gut. So it becomes very important to address this. And in fact, medical research and studies have proven that yoga can play a significant role in reducing the symptoms of acid reflux and by reducing the stress response of your body. Because ultimately, as I always explain, most of the physical manifestations are psychosomatic disorders. And from there, we move to a simple downward dog again. And bring your left foot, I'm showing the left side first because it's easy to see first. So bring the left foot between your palms. We're going to do Parivrita Pashva Konasana, a twisting posture, and press your right palm down close to your left foot. You can use a block under your right palm if you find it this difficult, and stretch your left arm up. Make sure you pull up the back kneecap, make sure your hips are slightly elevated, and you really feel that twist from your abdominal space. So twisting is very important. As I mentioned in all my videos, twists are very powerful. Twists are powerful to release toxins from your body. Twists are very powerful to strengthen your gut. Twists are very powerful to strengthen your obliques as well. So you have to include a lot of twisting movements to release and to lower the stress response for the body. Taking your right arm up, repeating on the other side. Parivrita Pashva Konasana. And slowly lie down on your stomach, and make sure that this is a restorative sequence. So try not to put too much effort in the practice. If you notice, all the asanas are gentle. Please hold them for a longer duration. I'm just holding them for 3 to 5 breaths because I want to make a short video. But if you have the time, go ahead and hold these for about 10 breaths if you're comfortable, but in a passive way. Moving to Dhanurasana from there. Bend your knees, holding your ankles from the outside, lift the chest and shoulders, and trying to take the knees off the mat. And from there, we'll also move to half Dhanurasana, half Shalabhasana. So bend your left knee and take your right palm and hold your left ankle, and slowly lift the chest and left palm off the mat and take your right leg off the mat. Basically everything off the mat as much as you can. Creating a little bit of twisting action along with a strengthening action for the back. And moving on to the other side. trying to work the spine in different directions, and also massaging the abdominal space by pressing the abdomen and lifting up creates a lot of movement in your gut. And as we always say that your gut is the central system of fear, central seat of fear, willpower, determination, and also the seat for stress buildup. So if your gut is strong, most of the diseases are at bay, and it's also vice versa. Whenever you are down, whenever your immunity is down, your gut is the one that is affected first. And to a simple twist, again for a Marichasana twist, bend the right knee first. Hug the right knee with your left arm, wrap your left elbow around your right knee, take your right palm behind and twist and look over your right shoulder. If you want, you can also go a little more deeper into this to Ardha Matsyendrasana by bringing the left elbow outside the right knee. It's really a very powerful pose. You need to really squeeze that knee close to your chest and feel that movement from your lower abdomen. Twist and look over your right shoulder. Try to bring the right knee as close to your chest as you can. Moving on to Ardha Marichasana first on the left side, hugging your left knee with your right elbow, taking your left palm behind, lift the chest up and look over your left shoulder. Make sure the right leg is active though, keeping the right toes pointed towards you. This action really helps in wringing the organs, literally, twisting the organs and strengthening them, releasing all the metal waste elements from the body. So once you reduce the stress levels in the body, then the acid production also reduces significantly, thereby reducing the formation of acid, which in turn helps with not taking the acid back into your esophagus tube, and that's how yoga helps. And very important to strengthen your gut as well so that your immunity increases. And from there we do again a simple pose to strengthen the core, Bhu Namanasana. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Keeping your legs active, lift your arms all the way up. Inhale here. As you exhale, pull the belly in and start to fold towards your left side. Repeating this on both sides about 3 times. And try to stay there for about 2 or 3 breaths each time you bring the chest down. The focus here should not be to lift the hips up too much so that the movement comes from the core. So try to not lift the left hip up when you go down to the right side and vice versa. Make sure you're using your core muscles to try to lower the chest to the mat as much as the body allows. From there, Baddha Konasana, by bringing the soles of your feet together. This helps to create a lot of movement in your groin, in your pelvic muscles by opening the hip flexors. Interlock your fingers around your toes. So I'm showing you 2 options. One is to take the elbows out and try to focus on bringing the knees down. Without rounding your spine, start to extend forward as much as you can by tilting your hip forward. Again, the focus here is not to touch the head to the toes or to the mat. If that happens organically and easily for you, go ahead and do that. But the focus should be on trying to bring the knees down and to try to open the hip flexors. The other option is to tuck the elbows in, press the elbows towards your inner thighs and start to fold forward again by drawing the belly in as you exhale and fold forward. Without rounding your spine too much. Staying here for about 5 to 10 breaths as much as is comfortable for you. And slowly lie down on your back. Moving to a Pavan Muktasana, or I think we're doing the bridge pose first rather. So take your feet slightly wider than your hips. Press your palms on either side and lift your hips as high as you can. And slowly release. We'll do this dynamically about 2 or 3 times to just strengthen the back. Exhale, release. Keep pressing the feet firmly into the mat and use your quads or your thigh muscles to lift the hips up. Try to bring the chest close towards your chin. Setubandha Sarvangasana. And from there, moving to an Ardha Pavan Muktasana by bringing the right knee to your chest. Take a deep inhalation here. As you exhale, try to bring the chest and forehead towards your right knee. This is great for releasing any gas from the system, releasing the bowel movement, making your bowel movements much easier. If you're suffering from constipation, these kind of asanas can really help you a lot. Bringing the left knee to your chest. Exhale, pull the belly in and start to bring the chest and forehead towards your left knee. But make sure you're not holding your breath. Make sure you're breathing continuously throughout the practice. Never hold your breath in a yoga practice unless you are specifically instructed by your teacher. Moving to Pavan Muktasana by bringing both the knees to your chest and repeating the same action. Trying to stay here. Excellent for releasing gas. And if you're having flatulence issues, you can try and do this every day. Now slowly bring the right knee to your chest. Take your left palm onto your left thigh. With control, start to straighten the right knee as much as you can. This could be tough for some of you if your hamstrings are tight. But don't bother about straightening the knee completely. Rather focus on bringing the knee to the chest as close as you can and keeping the right shoulder free. Keeping the right shoulder down without tensing the right shoulder blade. And slowly see if you can take that right leg out towards the right side. Again, all these movements are targeted towards creating a lot of space around your abdomen, releasing any tightness around the abdominal space, around the groin, around the pelvis. Bring the left knee to your chest, right palm onto your right thigh, and with control start to straighten the left knee as much as you can. And slowly take that left leg out towards the left side, not too much, just to create that little openness in your hips. And of course, I must reiterate that yoga is probably not the only solution. You have to approach it holistically and also take care of your diet, take care of your eating patterns along with a healthy lifestyle. And then I'm sure you'll be able to come out of this definitely. And of course, finishing with Ananda Balasana or a happy baby pose. Bend the knees, bring your knees close to your chest. Wrap your arms around the outside of your feet first and roll side to side. And from there, you can also take your left palm from the inside, hold your left foot and straighten the left leg. You can do it on both sides. Excellent for constipation, excellent for flatulence. And simply like a Supta Padangushtasana, by straightening the knees, holding your big toes firmly with your fingers, straighten the knee as much as you can. Press the lower back into the mat. And we'll just do a little bit of cycling here to just create some mobility around your abdominal space by bringing the knees close to your chest, taking your legs all the way back, creating circles with your knees. Nice wide big circles. Do it slowly and gently. And following a sattvic diet also helps a lot in getting you relief from acid reflux symptoms as well. Incorporating pranayama practices like Agnisarkriya, Kapaalbhaati. I've not shown in this video, but I can do that as a separate section. But incorporating Kapaalbhaati and Agnisarkriya, which can invoke the digestive fire and improve the metabolism of the abdominal space, can also help a lot in bringing you relief from these systems. And then slowly relax back in a short shavasana and gently come up. And we'll finish the sequence with a simple pranayama practice of Nadi Shodhana and the Brahmari Pranayama. So sit up first, allow your breathing to settle down, slow down your breath consciously. You can also sit on a block to make sure that you're comfortable and your knees are moving towards the mat. And we'll start with Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Taking your left palm in Chin Mudra, bring the first two fingers to your eyebrow center. The right nostril controls the thumb controls the right nostril, and the ring finger and the little finger controls the left nostril. So as you inhale, close your right nostril completely. Take a deep inhalation through the left nostril for 4 counts. And as you exhale, close the left nostril with your ring finger, little finger, and release and exhale through the right nostril. So alternate nostril breathing, all Nadi Shodhana. Practice this about 5 to 7 rounds of Nadi Shodhana. This is just to create a balance between your right and left, your Ida and the Pingala Nadis, to create a balanced flow of energy across the body and also to calm the nervous system. Any kind of breathing practice is done to calm the nervous system, and especially Nadi Shodhana, which is an alternate nostril breathing, helps to kind of distribute the energy across the body more evenly, and helps in lowering the stress response that the body creates whenever there is a stressful situation, and also brings down the inflammation as a byproduct. So practicing 5 to 7 rounds of Nadi Shodhana. In fact, you will see yourself that once you practice this, your body calms down instantly and you feel so much more relieved. And once you're done with Nadi Shodhana, we'll finish with 3 rounds of Brahmari Pranayama. Now, Brahmari Pranayama is excellent for again calming the nervous system down. So take your thumbs and press the earlobes from the outside, press it completely. Now the remaining 4 fingers can either be on top of your head, or you can close your eyes, it's your choice, and turn the elbows out. You're going to press the earlobes completely, shutting yourself out from the external environment, and you're going to create the sound of a humming bee through your mouth gently. So it's very simply like this. So you're breathing through your nose, your mouth is closed, but you're making the sound of a humming bee through your mouth. So do about 2 to 3 rounds of Brahmari Pranayama. Brahmari Pranayama is excellent for people suffering from insomnia. It's also called as a tranquilizing breath because it's good for calming down your system and putting you to sleep. It's great for anger management, for people who have a lot of stress in their lives or who are unable to cope up with stress in their lives. So practicing Brahmari Pranayama before hitting the bed every night can also work wonders in helping you calm down. I hope you enjoyed this sequence, and I hope this helps in getting you relief from your acid reflux, IBS or constipation kind of symptoms. Please do let me know. Practice this regularly. Thank you very much for watching. Namaste, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Make sure you offer a prayer of gratitude when you finish the sequence always, bringing in positive energy into your lives.